welcome back to HOSPO Health. I'm Andrew. I want to continue in this injury prevention series today talking about slips, trips and falls. Slips, trips and falls make up about 25 to 30% of all injuries that happen in the workplace in the hospitality industry, so it's a big one. And a lot of them can be prevented. Again, we've talked about awareness before, and I'd like to kind of reiterate that again. So becoming aware, becoming a bit of a detective, if you like, of your environment and looking for hazards it sounds obvious enough, but it is actually not that obvious for a lot of people, and it doesn't happen enough. So if that can be something, if you can become a bit of an active detective looking for things that could be problematic, I think that's always going to be a really good idea. So injuries still happen, however, but I want to show you the best ways possible of preparing yourself to prevent these injuries from happening. The most important thing to start with is to actually have a think about your footwear. It's an obvious one in a way, and sometimes your footwear will be dictated to you what you need to wear. But when possible, you want to be looking at what shoes you're wearing, particularly if you're working on slippery floors and places where maybe alcohol is being served, where there's lots of slip and trip hazards around. Having good, sturdy, strong footwear with good grip is just critical. And so really considering what shoes you're wearing is kind of the first step, and that you're wearing them properly. Then, however, the next bit comes down to you. The best way of preventing falls is actually yourself, improving your own balance and improving your own leg strength. Actually, leg power, which is the combination of strength and speed together, your ability to be able to move quickly and recover, is actually the best way of you preventing yourself from falling. And so if we can actually do some simple exercises like the typical things you might do, some squats, some lunges, and some single leg exercises particularly to keep your legs strong, that is the best way you can prevent these injuries or these falls from happening. Well, another good thing to do is actually check your balance. Most people haven't tested their balance very much, but we would like people to be actually able to stand on one foot for 30 seconds and not fall over, not get too wobbly, not get too shaky, but to be able to hold on one foot and actually hold still. Maybe that's a good test you can try at home. 30 seconds on each side with your eyes open and 5 seconds each side with your eyes closed. That's what we're looking for, to see whether you can do that. Being able to stand on one foot for 30 seconds on one side actually reduces your risk of falling by around 50%. So it's a really easy strategy that you could put into play straight away. Then also working on your balance in other ways is also a beneficial thing as well. So being able to balance on one foot and move at the same time. So potentially when you're doing exercises at the gym, you could actually make sure you're doing some on one foot. So you might do some overhead presses on one foot, for example, or exercises that challenge your body and challenge your balance at the same time. All these things actually make a big difference in reducing your risk of falling. So in short, looking at your environment and becoming a bit of a detective, see what could be a potential problem. Then working on your own strength, particularly your lower limb strength, is really, really critical. And thirdly, working on your balance. If you can put those three things in, I'm sure you're going to give yourself the best chance of avoiding injuries in the workplace.